Okay, guys, I just told you a minute ago, but I want to put it on the internet too. And that is that we're beginning work this whole unit. We're going to start talking about data analysis, different graphs, ways of looking at numbers, ways of comparing numbers, so we can get a sense of how things relate to each other. And today we're going to talk about something called a stem and leaf plot. And I just I know you have this in front of you, but I want to read over this together. And it says, first, a stem and leaf plot is a data display that organizes data based on their digits. Okay? Each data value is separated into a stem, which is the leading digits, and a leaf, which is the last digit. Okay? Now, there's some other things up here, and we're going to talk about this in other examples, like the frequency of an interval is the number of data values in that interval, how many times the numbers fall in this range. There's a frequency table, which is a type of display. It can look like a bar graph to display that groups data into intervals to show frequencies. And then a histogram displays data from a frequency table. Okay? A frequency table is sort of how we organize the frequency, and then we put it into a histogram, which is sort of like a bar graph. We'll talk about that in just a minute, okay? But let's look at this stem and leaf plot. Example 1 says, use a stem and leaf plot to organize, it should say just to organize and display. Does that make sense? The distances for a women's long jump competition listed below. And those are centimeters, I think, how far they jump in centimeters. Okay? So, we've got two things. We've got an unordered plot and an ordered plot. And let me show you what they look like. Okay? We need just a little more room. All right. In an unordered plot, remember, the stem is on this side and the leaf is on this side. And it helps us organize the numbers that we have. Yes? Yes. Okay. Now remember, on the right side is just the last digit. Okay? So let's see. The ones on the left, what digits should we start? What's the smallest number that we've got? Alex, do you see what the smallest number we've got up there?
The smallest number.
669. Oh, 644.
Yeah.
Anything lower than 644?
Nope.
No, I don't see anything. So I'm going to put 64 here. Okay? And then what's the highest thing that we have? Is it 702? Is that the winner? 702? So I'm going to go 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. And now I'm going to go through my numbers. Watch this. This one right here would be 66 and 9. So I'm going to put it just like that. You see 669? That one's done. The next one is 70 with 2. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Do you see how the numbers are getting ordered? Now, let's just keep going through. 64, 4. All right, got it. 70 and 1. Ooh. Oh, now I see why it's unordered. 1 doesn't come after 2. We'll do that one in the ordered stem and leaf in just a minute. Okay? All right, so I just did 701. 68 and 4. Okay, got it. 68 and 6. Got it. 67 and 6. Got it. Thank you, sir. Did I do 67 and 6? Yes. 67 and 3. Yep. 68 and 8. There's another one. 67 and 0. So I need to put a 0 in there. All right. And 66 and 2. All right. Do you see how this sort of helps us organize the numbers, the data? Look at this. Would you agree, and I'll erase this in just a second, would you agree that most of the distances sort of hit here in the middle? Right? I mean, that's where most of the jumpers are, right in this range. The winner was down here. There was also a person that, I mean, I can't jump 644 centimeters, but clearly in this competition people can. So that was the shorter of them. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to have to probably do another video. But do you see we always also include a key. 64 and 4 is equal to 644 centimeters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You see how that's worked? And what we're going to do in a moment, we're going to order them so we can find the median and it gives us an idea.